So we're learning that a sofa is not just a sofa anymore. There's so many different elements and aspects that you get to choose and customize when you're selecting the sofa that's perfect for you and your family. I like to think of your sofa selection kind of like online dating. You get to pick all the things that you like, that you want, that you don't like, and you don't want, and you get to meld that into one perfect sofa that works well for you and your home. I think it's kind of fun that way. Let's talk about some of those different elements. Your arm style is one of the first things you get to think about. And you can see here in this sofa, this is called a pleated rolled arm. Now some of you may think this is a little more traditional feel, which it can be, but done in this nice sleek Sunbrella fabric, it gives it a little more of a contemporary, more current feel. Now this can be done in a rolled arm, but with just a welting here, which is a little more simple and clean, so that may be a good option for you as well. Something else to think about is a tailored track arm. That's a little lower, it's a little more rectangular, so not quite as curved and soft. And again, that's just a matter of personal preference and what you like. The track arm can sit a little bit lower, so that's something just to think about how you like to rest your arm or maybe take a nap on your sofa. Consider that when you're looking at a track arm. When we talk about the base of the sofa, that's the next thing we need to look at. This particular sofa actually has a tailored base. So it's the fabric is very tight across the bottom. There's a little foot that's underneath here. It's not exposed, but it does sit the sofa up off the floor a little bit. This sofa could be skirted, which is a little more formal or traditional, maybe a little more shabby chic if you pick the right fabrics. Or this can have a more traditional bun foot or even a more sleek and contemporary wedge foot. So you can see there's lots of different options with your arm and your base style when you're selecting your sofa. Something else to consider is your cushions. There are a lot of different fills that can go inside of your cushion. You may like a down fill, which I would look at doing that because it can sometimes not look as neat and clean once you stand up. Sometimes that can be a little bit messy. So what I like to use is actually a combination with a little bit of down, but also more of a poly fill, and that gives you this nice rounded crown. When you look at this cushion here, you can see that nice crown to the top. Think about that when you're searching for your sofa. That means the inside is nice and firm and going to hold its shape over time, but you get the comfort factor in that nice top crown. Now these cushions are not made for pillow fights. They are heavy, they are firm, they are substantial. Your kids will not be flinging these off of the sofa for pillow fighting. You really have to push on these and see how they come back to life. They're not going to be that slumpy, saggy sofa cushions over time that you're constantly messing with to try to get the shape right. So look for that crown, look for that heavy cushion, and see how comfortable that is for you to sit in. It's got that firm core, but it's also very comfortable on the top. The last thing to consider is the depth of your sofa. Do you have a tall husband? Are you tall? I'm 5'1", so I don't need a big lounging deep sofa, but some people like that to curl up on. This particular line can have a 4-inch extra depth option added to it. So you may like that shorter, you may like it deeper. It really depends on how you'll use that in your own family lifestyle. So you can see that there are a lot of different elements that go into picking the right sofa for you. And today you can customize all of those elements to fit you and your home perfectly.